Hi, everyone. Just wanted to wish you a happy Independence Day. And it got me thinking about a few things and how to keep your dogs safe this 4th of July. Because the 5th of July is the busiest day for shelters across the nation. And this is because fireworks scare dogs, and a lot of dogs take off. They flee from the situation. So I just have a couple of tips for how to keep your dog safe. Um, so first would be if you can stay home with your dog, please do. Take them out well before dark, well before any popping and fireworks and these type of festivities would begin, and take them out on a lead. So this is before dark. Take them out on a lead to do their business. Take them back inside, and if you can keep them, in an interior room of your home, that's a good idea. Turn on the television, turn it up loud, or turn on radio in the other parts of the house. Fans, the air conditioning, just make it noisy in there to, of course, buffer and muffle the sound of the fireworks. The next thing is keep them in until you're very certain that all the festivities are over with. I mean, this could be midnight, 1 a.m. until you could take them out again. And when you do, make sure they're on a leash. Um, Even if you think everything is done, you just never know. And if your dog is on a leash, they're not going to be able to take off. Even if you have a fenced in yard, this scares some dogs so badly that they will take off. They will clear a fence. They will climb a fence. They will go under a fence. Anything to flee the situation. And then they can get away from you and get hit on the road by a car or who knows. Hopefully, they'll end up at a shelter or in someone else's hands. But for this reason, during this week of festivities, especially, keep your dog on a leash. Even if you don't usually, just please do. If you decide to leave your dog home alone, uh, do these same things. Leave the television on, leave it very loud. Give them a bone or a treat, just a favorite toy to keep them busy. Turn on a fan. All these same things. If you keep your dog outside, like in a kennel, try to bring them in. Um, Dogs can crawl out of kennels. I've actually seen it happen. A dog so frightened that he just climbed his way out of a kennel and he ended up dying. Another dog that was just so petrified he was never right again. It made him go insane. Um, like I'm not kidding. This can really hurt a dog for life. And then forever you have a dog that's afraid of thunderstorms or a gun shy dog. So please take these precautions. Um, so the next thing is if you do decide to take your dog with you, because a lot of people, go away, travel for the weekend, or go to a picnic and they take their dog with you. And that's great. But just make sure that you talk to, the people that are holding the party and guests that other guests that are there, and see if they plan on putting off fireworks. If they do, leave before then, or ask the homeowner if you can take the dog in the house and take the dog in the house and stay with them while the firecrackers and fireworks and M80s or whatever they are. Sorry, bottle rockets. I don't really know a lot about this stuff, what they're called, but you know, ask them if you can go um, in the house and the same thing. Turn on the TV, radio, fan, and keep them away from it. Whatever you do, don't tie your dog up to a tree 50 yards away and think that's going to be okay. Not only can they be in the line of, you know, um, ashes and such, sparks from the things, but they're going to be right in the middle of this. And here, I've seen this happen too, where they never thought it would bother the dog. And now the dog is forever afraid of thunderstorms and hurts itself when it tries to hide and crawl under a bed and all those things. So do everything you can to avoid this from happening. And then next thing you can do, if your dog does notice the fireworks and becomes frightened, try not to feed into it. Like, don't go, oh, no, 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 baby, because that tells him he should be afraid of it. So just act like it's nothing. Start to play with the dog, give him a toy, find something else to do, but don't feed into it and don't act nervous yourself. Immediately get the dog into a situation where, like, you had the TV on or something, but don't feed into it. And next thing, make sure your dog's identification is up to date. Like, make sure they have a tag on their collar, or if they happen to be permanently tattooed or microchipped. If that's not the case and it's too late to do that today, simply even take a permanent marker and write your contact information on the collar. So if the dog does get out and is hopefully found by someone or ends up at a shelter, at least they have your phone number on their collar to get a hold of you. And that's all I can think of for today. Have a safe and happy 4th of July.